Theo, you gotta up the production budget on this shit. Like, you could have how hard it would be to get like a little title card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is so weird to look at because I'm on the right side, but I'm looking at this. I'm on the left side of that screen.
It's weird. The OBS screen
Mirrors
is so it's mirrors and it's also like a delay.
Well, it's not. It's not mirroring it. It's doing it. Wait, no, it is mirroring it. Why is it doing that?
Wait, maybe. I think I did that. I think I'm fucked with the. Oh yeah, come on.
Wait, wow, what's going on here? Oh, you resized it to the other side. Yeah. But this also doesn't make sense because wait, no, this is a mirror image, yes, because that's what the thing would see.
Yeah. Well,
are we live right now?
Yeah, we are live. we are live.
Whatever, fuck it.
But 0 viewers, so it's all good.
It's a pre-show, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you tell your people that we're gonna be live?
I'm copying the.
Are you gonna do that thing where you post a YouTube video where you're looking off into the distance? You're like, I'm live right now, talking.
I could do that. I've been using the vinyl player to do it. I put a vinyl there, just play that. Actually, so I'm gonna do that.
Do it.
That may be actually kind of fun.
What's up? I don't think anyone's watching this, but I want to wait. Can I see? Is this the chat right here? If there's anyone watching it?
Yeah, be on the left side.
How do I know if there's viewers?
There's another way. I can.
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm just saying because I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm broadcasting to the internet, but I have nothing. Whoa!
Warning. Following skit is mastered for theatrical audio.
First of all,
using digital Atmos technology.
Okay. Was that playing at like triple speed or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, Theo, if this is what you listen to, I have to leave. But I was like, what?
I just love how weird it is. Like, there's one song here that's also pretty bad too. It's this guy sings this one song called "Come Susser Todd," and it's a very like whatever song. But that song when it's sped up, it was like cracking me up.
I was like, what the fuck? But that's so funny that it's like someone took the time to press a Mega64 Skit album on vinyl. That's pretty hilarious. But you've always been a big fan of them, huh?
Yeah. Well, for like almost like 10 years, I think.
Alright, so how does this work?
So, I'm gonna actually go to the screen manager. So this will give you like how many viewers, session time, all that. This will be the chat. This is just activity. So if someone follows or whatever, it'll show up there.
Cool. Oh, there's one viewer. Who's viewing? Say what up.
Probably us.
Oh,
that thing counts me as a viewer.
Because you're okay. God damn it. What does this mean? 6.6K views. That's just total.
I think just how many people just like come by the channel, and if they just like look at it, that counts as a view.
Oh, that's cool. Not bad.
Oh.
What the hell was that?
So, Retro Q Gaming resubscribed.
Is that why it's flipping out?
Yeah.
Does that play every time? Okay, wait a second. So when I'm talking to you over the internet, that type of shit is going on, and I don't hear it.
You probably won't hear it. It only goes through OBS because I think there's a like here alert. That's a browser source, so it just pulls whatever goes to Stream Elements.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you're hearing fucking gunshots popping off and stuff while we're trying to have a civilized conversation, and I'm just not reacting to it.
Well, I think when we do it like through Discord, I have a scene that doesn't have the alerts, so nothing goes through.
So you don't hear it either.
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's also kind of buggy too. Sometimes there's no notifications, even though there should be. So it's just weird sometimes.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with any of this shit. This is all news to me.
Yeah, so this is one of the songs.
Oh, this is the one you were talking about?
Yeah. So it's just that.
I thought that was at normal speed. I was like, okay, time to go.
I've been fucked up. I have a Persona 5 sound. I should have chosen the Persona 5 soundtrack. That would have been perfect.
Oh my God.
With your here, great.
Well, I will say, from what I've heard, the Persona soundtrack is fucked.
Yeah.
Persona 5 is really good.
5,
And
3.
I liked 3 when I saw you playing it.
Yeah.
Before, I didn't like that much.
4?
It's just too, poppy bullshit.
Yeah, it's good for the genre that it is, but it's not a soundtrack I'm like, oh, let me put this on all the time. Like, the only song that stands out is Nevermore, Smile.
How's that one go? Actually, don't remind me. I don't care.
I'm not much of a singer.
I just remember the ones like, it's time to make history.
That was not in the vanilla version. I got reach out for the truth.
Oh, really? Yeah, it fucking stinks, actually.
That one I kind of liked, so, I mean...
Meh.
But it's not as good as Mass Destruction. That one's a banger.
Is that the one on 3?
Yeah. There's, 2 versions in 3. There's the normal version, and then when you would do the answer, that's a whole different version of Mass Destruction.
They remixed it?
Yeah, which is interesting. I was reading about it. Apparently, it's, 2 verses. So, the one in the vanilla game is, verse 1 of Mass Destruction. And then when they wrote for the second version, it's like, oh, we'll just add to the...
yeah, that's cool.
It. Yeah. So that's good enough. I'm just gonna find the spreadsheet. If I could find it. I don't know if I will be able to.
Spreadsheet?
Yeah,
oh, you're trying to find...
Those Twitch payouts.
Alright, well tell the people what we're talking about, the 0 people watching us. Tell them what we're talking about.
Alright, so Twitch got hacked. They made a tweet 7 hours ago. We can confirm a breach has taken place. Our team are working with urgency to understand the event of this. We will update the community as soon as the additional information is available. Thank you for bearing with us in these troubling times. They should have added that. They didn't say in these troubling times. Okay, he doesn't have the spreadsheet.
But, so you were saying...
But, yeah, so...
Oh, how much does this fucking asshole make?
That's what I'm trying to find.
That guy annoys me. I don't know. He pops up on my YouTube recommendations. I think only because, he reacted to a Donkey video. And he just annoys me in general. And then I started seeing that picture of him show up with, the fucking... him wearing that shirt. The Anarchy shirt or whatever.
That guy makes $210,946.
A month?
Yeah, this is based on...
How much money does he donate?
I don't know.
Because he talks all this shit.
I honestly had not heard of this guy. The only time I heard about him is just people retweet a lot of his takes.
And they're all shitty.
That's pretty much all that. Wait, the wrong way. Okay, there we go.
Oh, did you tell all your Discord people were fucking?
Yeah, I it should be.
I think I'll take the blame for this. The fatal flaw is that we haven't been doing it in the regular days.
Yeah, because last week was Monday.
Yep.
Then it was Wednesday. And then this... Oh, so... Charles, one guy, Knowing Nothing TV made $0.
Really?
Yeah. But I think Knowing TV might be a bot channel, maybe.
Why is that even on the thing?
Let's see, what does he...
Is that notable? Let's find out.
We're gonna crack this case wide open.
No, I'm assuming someone already did.
Nothing. Yeah, this one I just saw him. Oh no, knowing better. That's not the guy.
No, nothing TV. Can you just like choose to not get paid?
What this guy does? I guess you can't.
Maybe he just didn't stream.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he does streams, but he's not verified.
What's the deal with their YouTube? Yeah, this is like a nobody.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess...
You're more prevalent than this guy.
Yeah, he has 887 followers.
How many do you have?
This? I have 371. See, this guy's doing some tricks. This is some hack.
Why is he on there, though?
I don't know, let's see. Let's go to his Twitter. What does he tweet? What is... Wait, you guys are getting paid. Oh, okay, so he...
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so he's getting...
But why was he on there?
I don't know. Why I'm leaving the Democratic Party? Okay, so this guy's just posting
Political shit.
political shit. Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, we got people now.
There we go. Three people.
We were just talking about how
The Twitch leaks.
Yeah, Twitch leaked, and this guy made $0 for some reason. He's on there. I don't know why. Hopefully that's interesting.
Yeah, hopefully
Wait,
that...
who was the person that made $9 million or whatever a day or whatever the fuck it was?
I guess it wasn't 9 million. I looked at all these numbers and I just hold on. Let me find that spreadsheet again. So this is on spreadsheets.
There's got to be an easier way to find this. I'm trying. I'm doing research too.
Here we go. Well, I guess there is no 9 million. I was just reading this.
Well, that person made $752,000 in 1 month. Who are they? XQC? Nah, they probably are they one of the ones that's in a hot tub or something?
I guess there's Pokimane. This guy makes more than Pokimane. Everyone keeps talking about Pokimane being so rich, and she only makes 38,000.
Yeah, what a bum.
Yeah, I mean
she stinks.
Yeah. Voice Critical makes 117,000. People talk way more about Pokimane than anyone else, and she makes almost the least amount on this list.
She's blowing it.
I mean, come on. Oh, I heard about Destiny, but the only thing I remember of Destiny, he does
No, but what does he make, like money wise?
Oh, money wise.
I know he's like the guy that debates people.
10,606.
I would expect he's doing better than that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's so funny though, because it's like
Amaranth makes 92,000. Moon. Who's a Moon nut? I mean, I never really heard about... Half of these people I don't even hear about. Carnage I've seen recommended to me like 1,000 times.
I think Germa is really funny.
Germa? Alright. Well, he's only 66,000, so...
Gemma.
Yeah, this guy?
Germa? How do you... Is that...
Germa.
I can't read. Yeah, it's an R. Yeah, I think I've seen...
Well, he only makes 66,000, so it can't be that good.
That's pretty good. That's like almost $1 million a year.
So it's funny.
Anyone who doesn't make $1 million a year is a bum, though. Including you, Theo.
There is a website where they kind of like you can look up a Twitch channel and see how much they make. I compared
Social Blade.
It's not Social Blade, but because this was made specifically for these leaks, so I was looking up Dark Side Phil when he was streaming there. He made like 14,000 something, which I think is a little.
This motherfucker makes $14,000 on Twitch.
Well, now it's made because he's not there anymore. He's not a partner anymore either. But he did that. Mega64 makes 55,000, and I was like, "Oh no, it's not even 14,000. Oh no, oh shit, I think it was like 92,000." Because I looked at it and I was like, this guy made more money than Mega64, and Mega64 is more successful than him.
Well, I mean, the thing is that it's just Twitch revenue. So it's like, he probably streams 24 hours of the day. Yeah. Mega64 actually can make, like, you have vinyls of them. Yeah. Does anyone buy a Dark Side Phil DVD? If they do, like, I'm trying to figure out, because, like, I know there's a market for everything. But DSP truly has no talent. Like, what does he do?
He literally. I did a video about this last month in August. Not last month in August. I did a video before I went on vacation. Just talking about like where he was when he started doing videos and then where he is now, and he just changed for the worse. And like, I would argue he was at least a little bit more entertaining in the sense of, he used to do these videos that would just get rage, and he would just keep talking, and all this stuff. Like, it would be at least fun to see how angry he'd get. And then it would be just him sitting there silently, just not really engaging with anyone. Pretty much, he found a way to paywall commentary.
But it's like, who even wants to watch this guy suck at video games? I never found it interesting, even when he was like screaming and shit. Like, I was like, this guy just is not good at games.
Well, I don't mind if you are like, it's not as much as, oh, they need to be good at games. It's more just like, I like watching people that they're just kind of relaxing. I just put them in the background as I'm doing something else. Like, that's kind of how I watch them. Yeah, well, no, and the games he plays are just garbage too.
Well,
so it's
what I'm saying though is like, when he would complain, it was like, well, you're not even really trying to be better than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like being like, it's like stabbing yourself with a fork and being like, why did I get stabbed? Why is this fork so pointy? Because it's a fucking fork. Don't stab yourself with it.
I do not trust this app anymore. I don't believe there's like zero.
I believe it.
There is a delay.
Theo Bull is too narcissistic to believe that no one's watching.
There's a delay in the mobile chat.
But it's painfully uninteresting, so it's okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm boring instead of like...
We had 3, and then they left because this sucks. Look, see?
That's some bullshit. we should have got... Oh no, see, there were people talking. I knew there was someone talking. How is... No one in... What the fuck? Okay, this app sucks.
What happened?
There was someone talking. Retro was there. And I didn't see...
Oh, Retro, we're sorry.
See that?
Retro, come back.
Tell the person that do not believe.
Wait, so why isn't this happening? The chat?
I don't know. Yeah, I knew there was some... Well, we'll just keep this chat open just in case.
Retro, we miss you. Come back. How do we ask for him back?
He should still be here, I think. Is he... Yeah, he's still here.
Oh,
so these are the viewers that are here. See, I knew there were people watching.
But they're in chat. Doesn't mean they're watching, right?
They could be watching. They could just be, because if they were to leave or X out the window, then they'd leave the chat. But they could just be on someone else and just listening. But I just wanted to see
whatever makes you feel better, Theo. No one's watching.
Well, I was right. See, there was someone chatting the whole time.
Wait,
so there's like 16 Teddy emotes that we didn't get to see, now we get to see Teddy bearing with us. Get it?
Wait a second. What is he saying? I appreciate... Okay, yeah, great. Overcooked rules. 15 months. You know what that means?
Oh, so he does this meme where if for each month he resubs, he's gonna add a Teddy to the to it, because so next month it'll be 16, so it'll be 16 Teddies.
Oh, we ignored him. Retro, we're sorry. Come back.
He's still on the viewer list. He's still here.
We need friends, Retro. We need engagement.
Yeah.
Theo is making $7.
There we go. Oh, now he's saying rip. You're not dead, Retro.
Theo makes $7 a month. We need to get him over Pokimane. Or what's her name? Pokimane. She makes $40,000. Theo makes $8. We need
if that on a good day.
We need more engagement. What does I am 0 mean?
I am 0. Oh, because you were talking about the viewer count. And they're just saying there's 0 viewers. And he's like, I'm 0. So, see, I'm being nice. He's saying all this stuff. Teddy cosplay would get him to number 1.
Theo! Great idea! Except,
it's Teddy. I don't want to... No.
Immediately my brain goes to the weirdos. Like, he'd wear a Teddy cosplay.
I got it. See, I came prepared. I brought this Persona art book.
It would just immediately be fetish shit. So, if you're okay with that, is it worth the money?
Well, see, look at that art.
You're gonna be this Teddy? Why is he?
That's Aegis. That's from Persona 3.
Oh, I don't know. He looks like Sailor Moon.
See, that's Teddy.
Oh, I know what Teddy looks like. I thought that was human Teddy. Why are we looking at this? Is this just to antagonize me?
Anything else? Here. This is what I was talking about when we were doing Killer 7 as Game Club. So this is an art book of all of Suda51's games.
Oh, this is sick. Cool.
But it's all in Japanese, so I don't know what it says. I thought it was in English.
Who these people are. Is this who are these people?
This is this from Killer is Dead.
This is from Killer is Dead? I don't remember any of these characters, but I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't really remember Killer is Dead.
He was in the beginning of the game.
This is what I'm looking at. Can they see that?
Yeah, they can see that.
Yeah. And it's weird because the art style of these guys looks kind of different from everyone else on the page.
Well, yeah, it's this weird like combination of in-game renders, looking at thirst traps, and calling it art.
Okay, isn't that what every Japanese art book is? Especially video games. But that's what they did with Killer is Dead. They added that dating sim thing, which is basically, how do we get weirdos to buy this game?
Yeah.
Add a dating sim.
And then this is an art book for Silver Case, another Suda51 game.
Yeah.
This is a visual novel.
Hey man, I didn't realize this motherfucker made so many games.
Yeah, well, some of those games didn't even release.
Well, is that what this is?
In America, yeah. So there's the games that are not even localized. Oh, check this shit out. I got this Batman art book for the M8 series. And it got an autograph from where is this autograph?
You know what? Fuck this shit, Theo. Where's your fucking art books? Oh, who did it?
Kevin Conroy.
Oh, nice.
So I got the voice actor of Batman to sign it.
Pretty sweet. Where's your art books?
Oh man. I just post so much stuff online. I was trying to make a digital one. Then I got lost. I don't know. I don't feel like I ever finished any of my sketches to put in a book.
So why don't you just finish them?
I tried to, and then I lose interest. I don't know.
What?
It's a conundrum. I'm not the only artist with this issue.
Well, yeah. I mean, literally everyone has this issue with everyone that does anything creative.
Yeah. I mean, like, this I thought was going to be an art book. This No More Heroes book. I thought this would be an art book, but it's actually like an interview with Suda.
Oh yeah, this thing definitely doesn't work, by the way.
Yeah, see, I knew it wouldn't. I knew it doesn't work.
Because yeah.
Yeah, that's moving.
Retro is fucking talking about how he looks at thirst traps all day. Anime thirst traps.
Hey, I never said it was a bad thing. Alright, I'm just gonna close this. There's
junk.
Literally no point.
Throw it in the trash.
Tim Apple needs to fix this.
Wait,
or
is
Jeff
Tim
Bezos.
Apple a real guy?
Well, his name is Tim Cook.
Oh, that's right. I know that guy. But
who runs Apple.
You said that, and then I heard someone else say that. I was like, wait a second. Is Tim Apple the dude?
It's like a big gaslighting effort to make you
I was
think Tim Apple's real.
Tim Apple? That's a guy.
It was because Donald Trump called him Tim Apple in a meeting, and everybody started calling him. But yeah, he's like, because he said like, I want to say thank you to Tim Apple for whatever. He said whatever.
Tim Apple.
And Tim Cook was in the room, and he's just like,
oh, he's sitting there too?
Yeah, right next to him. And I was like, man, which is funny because to me, I would think that people would be calling him Tim Cook the whole time, but instead it was Tim Apple stock. So it's
Tim Apple, classic. All right, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I know this is making you uncomfortable. Let's talk about this.
I'm just very, very like, I don't know why I get like very anxious
about your
when
art.
I have any art people over, no matter what. I'm just like always like, oh shit, like.
Why? Who cares?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this.
No one else can make the art you make. You got to put it out in the world.
I do have a whole. Well, I do have a whole Twitter about it. I mean, come on.
Well, I know that, but you got to compile it so that people can consume it.
I do.
I know you do art. I haven't watched them, but I know you do streams where you do art, right?
Yeah, I guess I should. I try to compile them. I do sell like a big folder of art on my Gumroad store, so I do have that, and I have all these other weird stuff I've done as well. Like I have this weird photography assignment that this photography class I took. I have no idea what the fuck that this guy was thinking that I was doing because I kept trying to do the assignment, and he's like, well. You should just try running the photos in the art program. Just do whatever on that. So I did these very weird, like creepy photos, and then like I asked him for like a recommendation later on. He's like, I can't give you a recommendation.
What a dick!
Yeah,
This guy. What's his deal?
I don't know. He just, I guess, wasn't really. He didn't get the art that I was making. The world isn't ready for what I was doing.
But here's the thing. If you create something and you like it. There's, 12 billion people in the world? There's got to be at least 500 people who also would like it.
There is one person that asked for a commission, and he made it their profile pic.
Look at that!
So I was like, that's great. But then, like, after that, nothing. I have slots open. I do have slots open. I need to make a commission grid. Because I've seen so many people do that. And
what does that mean? I don't know.
So they would just draw, like, okay, for, like, this amount of money, you would get this. They draw what that would give you. So, like, for a sketch, for example, it'd be like, oh, $10. And then they would just draw, like, a sketch next to it. Just, they give you, like, a menu.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah, because this is why you gotta finish it. So you can start selling NFTs, man.
I want
Everyone's making a killing off this shit, though.
It's so... I follow all these artists that despise NFTs. Like, there's one I was reading that did a lot of, like, she did this art for the new Suicide Squad. Like, she was, like, doing the art for their shoes that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
She did this one amazing photo that I thought was a photo of the actors, but she drew and painted the photos. I was like, this looks like a painting. But... occasionally, she would make a thread about how like NFTs should not be used and people should be moving away from those because a lot of the NFTs are stolen art to begin with.
Yeah,
and then
which is everything on the internet.
Yeah, and then there's the implication of climate change with it, where it's like, you know,
Is it really like? I don't understand why it takes up so much processing power.
Because the thing is it's the amount of computers that are all verifying each transaction.
Yeah, but once you sell it, isn't that it?
Well, I guess it depends if the person is still going to keep using it. Or I guess it also verifies that it's still currency constantly. Like,
so every time you see it, it keeps getting verified.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I think so.
That sounds incredibly inefficient.
There's a whole article about it. I need to keep reading because every time I get into like a discussion about it, I go far enough and then it's like, oh, I need to read more about this to understand it completely. So it's like I pull back after all. It's like, oh, well, I mean, this is what I remember reading, but I need to read more.
This is worrying to me because how the fuck do banks work? Because
well, they have their own their own verification process, but it's the fuck. Oh, King Lord Brian rated me. That's the raid. That's the raid alert. I almost forgot that was the alert.
Oh, see now you got viewers, Theo.
Yeah, thanks for the raid. That was what it was. I changed all of my alerts because a lot of them I just thought was a little too like niche. Yeah. And I was like, I'll just change them, and I forgot what I changed them to. So it's
well, whatever.
How do they work?
How does what work? Is he talking about banks or raids? Because I was talking about banks. Because like, okay, we're talking about NFTs, right? And how I guess they have to be re-verified.
So I hope you are doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. King Lord Brian.
But yeah, so NFTs have to be re-verified, and it takes a lot of processing power. Our money, like you have a bank account, right?
Yeah.
Money,
I don't believe in bank accounts.
I mean, some people don't. You might have money buried in the backyard. Our money is basically just a row in a database somewhere. Like someone could just delete all of my money. How the hell do they know that it's just there?
Well, yeah, but I think there's like that is more tied to legal processes. So I guess like if that were to happen, the government would have to like reimburse it.
So it's like it's because it's decentralized that they need to verify it on the ledger or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I get why it works with Bitcoin, but I don't understand how... And I haven't done any research on NFTs at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know far enough to know the difference of that.
Oh, there you go. It's on a centralized server. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
All right. That's the end of my story. But then, okay, so thinking about NFTs, though. This shit is going to be... Like, if you think about, like, World of Warcraft, right? They'll have NFTs that it's like, this is a weapon. There's a limited amount of this weapon. Right? That's going to be a thing. But they're going to have to keep re-verifying it all the time? Or are they going to, like, centralize this shit somehow?
I don't know. They'd probably have to... It would probably have to get into the point where they would have to regulate the currency.
Yeah. So it's just going to end up being the same hellscape we're in right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think at the same time, like, NFTs have gone so big, they're not going anywhere either.
All right, school us, Jordan Jones. Is it like it's a fancy hyperlink? But why is they say that it's like a huge environmental impact?
I'll squat later. That's
what is squat time? You have to do squats.
Yeah.
How many?
20.
All right.
Hold on. I usually put a song as I do this, so I gotta get the right.
But we're gonna keep talking about NFTs while we're squat.
All right.
Do we have enough room for this?
I could turn the camera.
All right. Yeah, you gotta honor. Like, this is why the economy's fucked up. You're not gonna honor the person doing squat time.
It is a channel point, so it doesn't matter.
Do you get paid off this?
No.
We're trying to get Theo to make as much money as Pokemon because
Oh, that's not right. That's not
Theo,
the right.
Theo only makes 1/100th of what Pokemon makes a month. You can refund.
All right, here we go.
What is that? Thanks for not matter. What does that mean?
You can refund. Thanks for not matter.
All right. Wait, can any of you see us? It's too dark.
That's fine.
All right, squat time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's only 10?
Yeah, 10. I thought it was 20, but I realized it was 10 actually.
All right. That was fun. All right.
Alright.
What the hell is that?
Oh, I need to get the,
Why is it playing Persona battle music now?
Because that is another alert.
You know you should make it, though. Can you make it? Can people choose songs to play?
I could, but it becomes a problem.
Why?
The DMCA.
Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. Well, what were we talking about before we had to do squats? Or they made us do exercises?
NFTs,
Oh, I was talking about how it's going to be a hellscape. Because here's what's going to happen. You know games like, what's that fucking game where, like, if you die in the game once, you're just dead forever?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't. Oh, someone is following. That's what it was. So thanks for the follow. Need not apply.
Wait a second. You gotta stop micromanaging this shit. Because when you get as many streams as Pokemon, this is gonna happen every 5 seconds.
Well, technically, the alert itself does the shout out. Technically, it's the alert. I just add a more personal touch to it. Nothing's inherently bad about the concept of NFTs, but currently there are only made by using a lot of electricity and a lot of graphics cards.
But if it's piggybacking off what's already being done by Ethereum, then NFT doesn't add any additional stuff, right? Like I understand why cryptocurrencies, what impact they have, because I can't buy a fucking graphics card. I've been trying to upgrade for the past 3 years. Well, right before the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna get a new graphics card, and then they were like, well, actually, you're not, because people are mining Bitcoin. And I was like, oh. And then it got worse in the pandemic. So it's like, I might just buy a $10,000 graphics card because I want a new one. Because I'm like, fuck it.
See, this is why Apple's the best. Everything is built in.
Shut up. You can't play a fucking video game on this.
Thanks for subscribing, DJ Filthy Rich.
Hey!
12 months
DJ
to
Filthy Rich. Pew, 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 pew. Let's go, baby. RTX 3090. Wait, is that the one that actually that's actually, like, not expensive as fuck? Like, that just came out, right?
Yeah, that was probably the new one.
Can I afford that or no? £1,900. That's still expensive as shit. But that's the thing. I might as well just buy a brand new computer because it'll come with a decent graphics.
That's the most expensive one.
But I was looking at 39.2. Yeah, there you go. But whatever. All I'm saying. Wait, I want to see what this guy was saying. It requires Ethereum. Okay, so you need to have Ethereum. You basically have to cash out Ethereum to create an NFT. Is that what they're saying?
That's good for you, Theo. You know what? Do one better. Send me it. Mail me that. We'll talk about it. You can also build me a PC retro. I mean,
yeah. Okay, so that's what the deal is with fucking. All right. Well,
all right.
They're gonna figure out how to make this stuff easier to mine and whatever. So we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But someone was mentioning Diablo hardcore mode, right? So basically, we're gonna have massively multiplayer online RPGs that are never off, right? So Mark Zuckerberg, who is an alien or a robot, whatever,
the Zuck,
he's talking about Retro is going to kayak across the Atlantic Ocean to bring Theo a PC. Actually,
that's how it works. You didn't live across the Atlantic. PC that is better than
this thing stinks. Although, yeah. No,
I have a PlayStation TV for that. I don't need a PC for that.
You know what you should do is get an extra. We should set this up one day. You got to get Boot Camp and get an external drive and just set up and just boot from your external drive and you boot Windows.
Yeah,
and then you just play Steam games on it.
Yeah. I was looking into that, but I could have sworn it said like there was a thing that. Well, we'll look into that in the future. I guess. In the future, either mining will just be a big raffle and not require mining with GPUs like today. I told them about Boot Camp and I got confused and forgot.
Yo, Retro is in your corner, man, and you're not listening to him.
I don't remember this conversation. Okay, this conversation happened months ago, so it probably left my brain.
Okay, see, Axie Infinity exists. But what yes, exactly, laundering money. It's all criminal shit because this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a game that's never off. So Mark Zuckerberg's talking about this metaverse concept, right?
Oh God.
So we're gonna have a thing, right, where there's a game that's never off, and people who have money are going to use like NFTs or whatever cryptocurrency to pay people to be their bodyguards in this game. They'll have a kingdom because they're just have to. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you.
Dystopian.
I know, but that's what's going to happen. Someone's going to be like, "Oh, I want to be a king in the virtual world," and they just have enough money to pay people to watch. But then there's going to be betrayals and shit. Like someone's going to come in, murder them in their sleep. Assassinate the king. I swear to God, this is gonna happen.
Guys, he's talking about this and he thinks the Matrix is dumb.
Alright, this motherfucker said it's already real. Jordan. I like this Jordan Jones guy. He's got a lot of information.
EVE Online. The real money.
I have to hear about this project Entropia.
See, he says the Matrix is a shitty movie, and he's explaining all this Matrix shit.
The only reason the Matrix sucks is because why would I want to escape the regular world to go to Zion, which is a dirt pile? Like you get out of Zion, you get out of the Matrix, and now you're just in a dirty world with fucking Joe Pantolia and Keanu Reeves. This stinks.
But what if like you're given the option, so like you can see it for your eyes to see that Xeon is bad. Who's to say Xeon is bad? What if the movie's anti-Xeon propaganda? The machines are giving you a fake reality. It's like, see, this is why reality sucks. You don't want to leave the Matrix. Look how shitty the real world is.
If they free us from the Matrix, I'm gonna go, Morpheus, you better fucking remake the Matrix because I don't want to be in this dirt pile.
They're not destroying the Matrix. Revelations ends with them saying, okay, guys, we have the option. You can either leave or stay. It's all the same.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. So this is EVE Online. Do you know anything about EVE Online?
I only heard about it. I don't think I played it.
They renamed the game. You got ports still. You can use a computer and load up any programs. You only have to leave your chair to eat. Slop.
Soon we can get like this whole machine that is just gonna force feed food into you. EVE Online has literal companies founded on real money and betrayals happen.
Right. So, but EVE Online, like, it's not a game where like you like can build up, like even Minecraft is like this, right? You can like build your world and something can go fuck it up.
I have not played Minecraft, so probably.
I assuming that's what it's like, right? Like they're gonna have people that are like, okay, I'm gonna pay you. You make sure my shit doesn't get fucked up. And there's gonna be like insurance companies and shit. It's gonna be crazy. But okay, so Jordan is in this universe. In Entropia, is it like it's real money, as in it's like this is a microtransaction, like you're just giving them money so you have in-game money, or is it like
but you can take it in and out of the game,
and so you can go into this game and earn money, be like, oh, I'm gonna be a I'm gonna be someone's muscle, and I'm just like gonna fucking fight for people and see. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Holy shit!
But it's gonna be even worse because we're wearing VR headsets. And it'll be like, honey, I'm going to work today, and then it's just like you sit in a thing, and then you're just like in a medieval universe, like I'm a knight in this world, woo! And it's like, wait a second, it's like you'll go in and you're like, actually, I'm just a criminal, and you just go in, you're like, I'm gonna sneak into this house, murder the family, and steal everything, and you just come out. That's what the fucking world is gonna be.
Oh man, thanks to follow Swole Rad Guy. I swear Swole Rad Guy followed me before, and he's following me again. Well, it's all good.
Full plan. So Eve, you can't like it's just so bizarre thinking of
There's one way. Oh, okay.
It's so bizarre that you thinking that like this Entropia thing, you could go into this place, play a video game, and just like live a life and earn money to buy food in the real world. That's fucking psychotic.
I don't think you earn money.
No, that's what he's saying.
They have a fixed exchange rate.
Yeah, he's saying it's and I saw it. It says it's 10 to 1, right?
What the fuck am I doing? You know what? We're done streaming. We're gonna just go back to do this. You know what the fuck are we doing here?
See, he made enough to buy a fucking ice cream cone. He went into a virtual world and he bought a real ice cream. Can you believe this shit?
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know.
He has a Mac though. He can't play Eve.
You can't even play Eve.
Oh my god! They need to port it. No, I got it. Mac should do their own version of it. It'd be better. It'd be way better on Apple.
See, there you go.
I made $20 selling TF2, but that's Team Fortress 2.
But again, still metaverse.
Yeah.
You go into you go to work, honey. I'm going to work. Okay, I'll be the scout today. Fucking bashing people with baseball bats, and you make $20.
Holy shit!
There you go, Jordan Jones. Is Jordan Jones in your Discord? Are you in the Big Bun Discord?
No, I know Jordan Jones from King Lord Brian streams and all these other streams, but I can
tell him to
you join. That's the Discord.
Post that in the Big Bun Game Club chat.
So by the way, guys, this is the pre-show, a 43-minute pre-show.
I know our real show is going to be short as fuck.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything to say about the one. This is actually better than the real show.
No, anyway. we'll just make this the whole show. We'll just combine it, so it's all good.
Jordan, please put that video in the. What's the name of the channel that we taught for this show?
We got drones people use headsets for. Oh boy, the economy of to-be universe, the real cash video game.
Yes. So this, whatever this thing is talking about, basically the way Jordan is describing it, that's going to be the real world, dude. That's going to be, people are going to go into VR, and that's going to be what they do. They're going to be like, I am a drug dealer's enforcer in Mafia Wars. And that's how I make my money in the real world. That's how I put food on the table for my family.
It's funny because there are people like still can't wrap their head around streaming, making videos on YouTube, like that as a job, like people can't wrap their heads around it. And then this is being thrown into the wrench as well. It's just like,
literally, there's gonna be people. You remember Red versus Blue, the Halo thing? There's gonna be people that make movies, and it's like, okay, come to work. You have to be on set. Instead of like them making 3D movies that way, it's gonna be like you go in as your avatar and you're an actor. Like it's gonna be everything.
Well, it's funny because like you say that, but now since Red vs. Blue and that company has gone so big, they actually animate their shows now. Like Red vs. Blue is no longer.
But that's what I'm saying is, That was done all in engine, right? The original show.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. There's gonna be you go in engine, and it's like I live in this world, and people are gonna be like, I want to live in anime titty world. Some people are gonna be like, I want to live in fucking zombie world.
I guess
so. Everyone's gonna escape from reality.
But isn't that? But then that would be kind of the same thing with like motion capture, though. Because that's kind of what they do then as well.
Different though, because you're actually existing in a digital space. Like motion capture is. You capture the movements and then map that to some 3D model, you know what I'm saying? This is just like, you exist in this digital space, and someone has a camera to say, we're going to record this.
Alright.
Look at this, the thing, they already tried it for some news. I'm behind. I'm talking like I have some original thoughts, and they're just like, nah, there
you know, it's like The Simpsons did it already.
Everything's
gonna... It's funny, I was watching this one YouTube video from a person who works in the animation industry, and he's saying that, like, now we're to the point where you don't expect original ideas because every idea has been done. Right. So now it's more about like the craft of these stories or
of
whatever.
The execution,
like,
right?
The execution, yeah. So like because it's getting to the point where like a lot of people are just like I can't go in the creative industry because the thing I want to make has already been done. But it's like that's not an issue anymore. Now just make it and just have a good execution and just have a drive for it. But,
sounds like this is advice you should be giving yourself.
Yeah,
I don't finish any of my drawings.
There's this one thing I want to do this one story because it's the same fucking trope. Half demon man, like a demon dude loves a woman and like Inuyasha, Dante, like their mom is like a normal human and their dad is a demon.
Dracula and Alucard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, what about demon mom and normal dad? Like, why hasn't anyone done this?
There you go.
So I'm gonna do it.
Done. Make a comic series.
Yeah. I have like a few pages done for this one book, but it's like
what's stopping you?
It's knowing like the perspective, the environment, like the action scenes. Like I don't understand how to do like a sword fight. Like it's like, okay, I'll just draw this then this, but it's like it doesn't make sense.
There's very creative ways to just get the point across.
Yeah.
Like I like that anime. What was it called? I know you didn't really like it, but the one where it's like he's like a reformed mobster and he's like a house dad.
I like that one.
But like the animation is so fucked up.
Yeah, but it's like it's on purpose. Like
but it's just great. It's like that's all it needs to be.
It's the house husband. There's a documentary series that Netflix is doing with it now.
Oh, well, like what about it?
I haven't watched it. I saw it like recommended to me. I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And I forgot the name of it. So it's like,
but it's on Netflix. Right?
Yeah. I think it's a weekly series.
Resident Evil 8 did it. But she didn't have a child.
Well...
Did she? Oh, I guess she had 3 daughters.
No.
But they're all psychos.
No, it's bullshit, though, because in Resident Evil 8, they were, like, human at one point, and then they became mutants. It wasn't like...
you fucked up, Red
And they're not demons. They're mutants.
Yeah.
Demons different. I'm talking about, like, having a demon lady that looks like a fucking monster. It's kind of the same shit that a lot of people have brought up in, every art render of like orcs. Like you see like the orc man and it's like ugly ass being that's like awful. And the woman is like hot and attractive. It's like what?
It's just like a human with like
it's green skin.
Like yeah, exactly.
It's like what the fuck? And it's the same shit with aliens too. And I'm just like these are species off the earth. Like who's to say that they have like a vagina to begin with? Like
yeah. It's not worth having unless someone can bang it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's all like it's like we gotta get that audience. It's the same shit with Persona, like Persona 2, they took risks with the characters.
Yeah.
Then Persona 3 is like, okay, it's whatever. Alright, all these ladies they wanna bang you and everyone's hot. It's like okay.
Yeah, it makes me sick. Also, great point, Jordan. You like most people do just punch keys on a computer and everything exists in the digital space. And you just get paid for it. But I'm talking about the fact that it's like you're literally going to live a different life that is outside yourself in a different, like, imagine any video game you've ever played, you might live in that world in the future. And that's going to be normal. It's going to be very normal. It's like, oh yeah, what'd your grandpa do? Yeah, he used to live in the GTA Vice City. He retired though.
There's this one skit from Mega64 that they didn't release. It was an unreleased skit, but it was I don't. Oh, it just starts off with this guy like telling like all the news like the news about like, oh, this person committed suicide because of like their Mythic Quest character died or whatever. So
exactly,
whatever.
Yes.
So like, but the joke is that this guy's delivering the news and he's being like so like insensitive about it. He's like, well, whatever. It's like
the guy
killed right there.
Yeah,
like it's gets worse and worse. It's pretty good.
Right. And it's so funny thinking about like this has been happening for a while too, because like there's people that would sell like World of Warcraft. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It means okay, we have to stop him because he's making good points and it's making me sick.
Well, it's scary because like these points are also the same shit. Like, I've talked about the Christian documentary.
The which one?
Christian.
Fucking Christian.
It's
Jesus Christ, dude. What happened with him? Is he in jail or what?
His court date got sent to November, I think.
Dude, the public defender that has to take that case he's gonna need therapy.
The one thing that's interesting though, that the only thing from that attorney that I think he's going about the right track is that the one thing that is worth noting is that Chris has a very like he will just say things to get a reaction almost like so him admitting the whole thing with his mom like it's hard to take that in as him being genuine like he said it but it's like
but I thought they had physical evidence.
I don't know that they probably do but again like the thing that but I guess I need to get caught up because when this first broke I was like okay I mean it is suspect and it's worth like investigating all this stuff but Chris has also admitted to a lot of things that he didn't do either like the trolls can like get him to announce that he's like there was a group of trolls that got him to believe the multiverse theory like believe
I
it.
know but that's the thing is that he might have gotten so deranged that he
yeah I mean I
did those things.
I think a lot of that stuff can be because there is evidence as well because there's also like this there was Geo Samuel that did that documentary series mentioned that there was some abuse that the mom did to Chris when he was younger.
Yeah, of course.
So that could have also been like the
but it doesn't
lead.
Like here's the thing and I always say this is like it doesn't okay good clarifying need not apply because I was gonna say like it doesn't matter what happened to you. Yeah. It doesn't make an excuse to do any type of shit that you do.
I'm not making an excuse for him for that. It's just that him saying that, like, it could be true, but at the same time, like, it's also worth knowing that this guy has a history of, like, just saying things to trolls that he thinks that, like, oh,
yeah, of course.
If he's hiding a secret, he'll say something else to distract from the truth. So he could be saying that, like, I'm gonna hide this other secret and say I did this, or they're talking about this and not focusing on this other thing. Which could be anything, but it is worth knowing that they did get a rape kit sent to his mom and all this stuff. So I think there is, I think where it's leading is fine. The other thing is that the person that he was talking to is also like that they're looking into like how genuine is the person that was talking to him.
I don't remember what I saw, but there was something I saw that made me think he did that shit. Like. Yeah, some piece of evidence or something like I don't remember what it was.
Beach, I want a good ending where he was just
this is
too late for that.
This story
way too late for that.
This story is an insane tragedy. Like the trolling of Christian should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah,
but it stopped being funny. Like it was probably funny for like 10 minutes.
Well,
like maybe 2 years. But it just escalated to a place that is unreal.
The thing is, like when I was listening to these other documentaries about him. And he got to the point where people were like extorting money from him.
Yeah, that's
much,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
and yeah, like that at that part, it's just like I mean, even like the people who were like trolling just to have fun or whatever, they kind of just moved on because it's like okay, this is like too sad. And the people that are left now are people who are trying to protect him from people who did.
Which probably are doing more harm than good because they're just another level. Because everything is think about every substitute. I don't know if you were as bad as me in high school, but when a substitute teacher was like. When you'd fuck with them and they'd be like, you'd get a rise out of them, you're just encouraging people to fuck with you more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was one math teacher, but this wasn't a tutor. This was an actual teacher. And this person would come in late every day. So one day, like the teacher just tells her, like, "Look, I have to make a special occasion for you or whatever." And the second that teacher said that, and because this person also happens to be black, I just immediately knew what was gonna follow that. So she's like, "Oh, it's because of this," and then she was like, "No." And then after that, it just got worse, and everyone was yelling, and then
it escalates.
The teacher ran out of that class.
Exactly, and everyone's probably taunting her. It turns into a frenzy.
Yeah.
So I'm saying those people that are defending him are just whipping up the trolls into more of a frenzy because they have more targets to fuck with.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought up the Christian documentary was just to show like this double life that a lot of people have online, because you don't know, like, because the things with the Christian, he had a lot of naive outlook on people online, like, oh, I can trust these people about, like, oh, they can mail me something, yeah, here's my address, oh,
and they're like, oh, they really like my comic, and it's like, no, they're just fucking.
I mean, it's fine if someone liked my comic, like, oh, this is a shitty comic, it's like, oh, okay, whatever, yeah, it's a shitty comic, like, I would kind of take that and kind of have the same reaction that Evil Dead kind of took on. Like, the first movie was supposed to be serious, it was goofy, no one took it seriously. The second one was like, oh, okay, fine, fuck it, we're all just gonna just ham it up.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this kid has severe mental problems.
Yeah, well, he's autistic, so I mean, it's
he, she, whatever. I don't know what it is anymore. But another thing, someone said he's gonna get leniency. Insanity. This is a myth, and I found this out from some channel. Insanity defense and going into like a mental hospital might be worse than going to prison, because you like basically get locked away. Like, an insanity defense does not like help you. It actually might be worse. So
because
whatever happens to him is not going to be good.
Yeah,
if he's guilty of whatever he's allegedly.
I mean, at the same time, like, the only thing I just ask for the end verdict is if it was rape, because I mean, like, because if the mom consented, that's a different. I mean, that's a different thing. I think at the end of the day, they should just be split up.
I mean, she has like Alzheimer's.
Yeah, like she should go to like a nursing home or whatever, and then Chris should just be taken care of, because I think this person needs help too. It's running
what?
PC.
What is there a Nintendo Switch emulator? Is Metroid Dread a Switch game?
Yeah, it's a Switch game. Oh wow!
You can just emulate Switch games?
Holy shit!
Why didn't you tell me this?
I didn't know. I don't emulate. I had Fightcade and I couldn't get it to work. There has been an emulation.
It runs Switch games better than Switch. That's awesome.
Well, it is running on a PC. I mean,
well, no, there's emulators for Macs. Let's not trash Macs.
Well, there is Dolphin. I got Dolphin to work, but there was a strong delay with what I was doing. So I was like,
what's Suksimi? Suksimi? What is that? Tsukimi?
Because of needed translation. Thing is, I only need. Oh, that's it. That must be an anime game.
Oh, I like this idea. Bun FTs.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, Theo. Get some Ethereum, cash it out, and get some Bun FTs.
Damn it. Melty Blood storyline. Oh, okay. Oh, Hime. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Now I remember, because we were talking about this, because I got Melty Blood on PS4 last week, which is it's a fighting game, which I heard, like, it's an old fighting game on top of that, but it had Saber in it, which is another character from Fate. But I only knew Saber because she was in all these other anime fighters. I was like, oh, she must be a guest character in this.
Yeah, this is far out of my wheelhouse. I have no idea. I got a question for, I think everyone's going to leave for Metroid. Is anyone disappointed that we didn't talk about
Wonderful 101?
Because
I had things to say about it.
Do you have things to say? Do you really?
Yeah, because the ending had a lot of stuff going on, and then this happens. But, I mean, I guess we could just... This will be a special episode.
Yeah, we just said... Game
Club.
All right.
I don't mind hearing
Wonderful.
Wonderful what? Jeez, it seems I'm the only one that cared. I played that game, and I guess I was
Retro's an asshole.
We're trying to get you all of them. All... No, that's... Okay, I can let Wonderful... Right. I can... agree that Wonderful 101 can be a shitty game. I give that to a lot of people, but you're telling me Bayonetta 1, 2, 3 is going to be good. I don't care what anyone says. Metal Gear Rising. Well, Kami kinda. I need to play that game again.
Technically not a platinum game, though.
Yeah.
Capcom. I will
Vanquish?
say.
You say Vanquish sucks?
I'm gonna be fair.
Bayonetta 2 is automatically crap. It's a Switch game. Nope.
Not if you play it on the emulator.
Factually
apparently.
wrong, Retro. I don't listen to you anymore.
If you play it on the emulator, it's gonna run better though.
Yeah.
Wait.
Retro, you made your own point against yourself.
Wait a second.
No.
Is Retro the one that was complaining about the Bayonetta 3 trailer?
Yeah, he complains about everything. He's nothing but
Metal Gear Survive is not a fucking platinum game.
No, yeah, Metal Gear Survive is
That's
Konami.
We were just talking about how much of a piece of shit that is.
Oh man.
Wait a second.
It's a good Metal Gear game. Well, I think it's not shit. I did play it. Okay, so
Wait.
I think the multiplayer is good.
Jordan, wait a second. We have to talk about that. Oh, you want to know? Oh, there you go. Okay, he was just fucking with us. I was gonna ask him
because he called it a piece of shit.
Man.
You know how I know you didn't play it because he called it a piece of shit.
Oh shit, he's being serious. Wait a second. Are you being serious? First of all, Jordan.
It's a good game. Yeah. Well,
and second of all, wait, hold on. I have to ask. What other Metal Gear Solid games do you think are good?
It's too busy dropping.
I know this fucking guy.
Frames. You could just
Peace Walker. Okay. So he's being for real. Wow. He has good opinions, but he thinks Metal Gear Survive is good.
Well,
might have to revisit this now.
I played it. I know. I know where you're coming from, Jordan. if you like
Wait a second. He has credibility though. Peace Walker's great.
Yeah, but
Metal Gear Solid 2 might be the best video game ever made.
Oh, okay. I don't know about Metal Gear Solid 2 being the best.
Survive is the worst, but still good.
Yeah, I think what I liked about Survive is just the multiplayer of it, because that allowed you to just focus on like crafting weapons, traps, all this stuff that you could just build against the waves, and that's kind of fun. The thing that I hated about it was the single player, because the single player just isn't worthwhile. So I think if you're going into it playing the single player, it is the worst. But if you're playing it as a co-op game, it's pretty good. I think the worst Metal Gear game, I would say, is Portable Ops. That game does not work the way that they advertised it. Especially because
Jordan, what's your worst Metal Gear game?
Yeah, what's the worst for you? If Survive,
you say Portable Ops sucks. Portable Ops is that's Acid. That's
no. Acid is Acid. Portable Ops
is the turn-based one. Portable Ops is that like it's like basically a neutered version of Peace Walker, right?
Yeah, it tries. Well, it was before Peace Walker. It tries to be a portable Metal Gear Solid experience, but they dumbed down the missions to be like go inside here. Okay, that's the mission. But the thing that just sucks is they sell you on like, oh, you could recruit the enemy soldiers, and then you could like walk around their base disguised as them, and they won't know that you're not like that.
So it's just easy as shit.
Well, you would think that, but then it's like randomly they would just be like, "You're an enemy. We must call the alert." It's like, what? Like I'm walking slow because if you run, they flag you down as an enemy. So like, okay, I'll just walk then, and that worked. But then other times it wouldn't. So it's like there was no clear rule as to how that wouldn't work. Like they should be a rule like, oh, if you run into them, it will trigger like a conversation, and it's like
that reminds me of one of my favorite. I think one of the funniest videos of all time is the "Let's Destroy Metal Gear Again" video.
Oh yeah, those videos
that comic, and when Snake is he gives Raiden the suit, like the enemy. He's like, make sure you wear the same gun that they're using, otherwise they're gonna know you're not them. And then Raiden walks into the guard and he goes, "Oh, I forgot. If you walk into a guard, the suit will just completely fall off." And he's like, "What?" That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's so good.
N-Gage is irrelevant. Every game for N-Gage is the worst game ever.
The N-Gage is pretty bad. Well, I mean, yeah, it is on the N-Gage.
Yeah, come on. Whoever even played that?
I did like that they tried to hype that up so badly, and then it just didn't. I don't think it. And then like the thing is, I was reading the story and say, yeah, I don't even think they designed it to be canon as well, because it was all simulation. So it's like, what's the point?
Have you ever seen an N-Gage?
I have.
Did you have one?
No, I went to GameStop when it was Electronics Boutique. They had an N-Gage there, and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, and I just knew it was crap anyway.
Talking about emulating an N-Gage.
Speaking of N-Gage, you can emulate that stuff.
All right, Jordan.
Too.
Do you just play everything through emulation, or did you have an N-Gage? That came out in like 1990, like 2001 or something.
Yeah, probably the 2000s, because I think that's when cell phones became prominent. No. The design of the N-Gage is based off of...
Oh my god, that's
God.
That's actually pretty fucking funny. You know what don't see.
Yeah, I know what it is. You know what glass ass is?
Is that the jar thing where he sits in a jar and it just...
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've only heard of it.
I've only heard it too. And after I heard about it, I was like, yeah, I don't need to see that. You probably had an N-Gage.
Gaming phones? What other gaming phones are there?
I had a Sony Ericsson at one point.
Is that a gaming phone?
No, but it had Doom on it.
But everything has Doom on it. I think this fucking lamp has Doom on it.
This box has Doom.
Holy shit. Metal Gear Survive is better than Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't want to believe that.
I kind of did not like Metal Gear Solid 1.
You don't like it?
I got stuck on it, and it was kind of bullshit, because I couldn't get enough chaff grenades for the final boss. And then it's like, okay, but the radom's destroyed. How come they can...
Theo!
But...
These people are hilarious. Wait a second. Okay, I have extreme nostalgia for Metal Gear Solid 1, so maybe it's all colored by that, because it's the first PlayStation 1 game I ever beat. But I think it's a wonderful game. It's not... I mean, you think about the technology. You're comparing a game from 1997.
Well, no. I wouldn't say, like, it's not a bad game. It's just... It became bullshit when
your people are revolting. See, Theo needs to hire some moderators to kill all of you and pay them real money.
No, I don't want...
And then only... He needs to be like, only say nice things about Theo, otherwise you get shot in the face.
Well, no, then that would just antagonize people just to get me... Just to find other places to get to me.
Not if you spend enough money.
You
don't think... Retro, how much would it cost you to only say nice things about Theo? Well, we have to pay you a month.
What I'm saying. MGS1 is dated. But it's just... My issue is... I'm not saying MGS1 is a bad game, or that, oh, well, since it's dated, therefore it's bad. The issue is that I would get to the Rex fight.
Retro hates you.
Okay, no, I'm gonna stream it. I'll show you my file, and you're gonna see what happens.
Wait a second.
And I'm gonna put the controller on, and you guys will play it.
Do you understand what he's saying? I asked him what it would cost him to only say positive things about you. He said money doesn't go that high. This motherfucker hates you. Doesn't he moderate your board?
Oh, he's just that MGS1. But.
Theo, you suck at Solid 1.
Okay, so you have 4 chaff grenades, right? You have 4 chaff grenades. That's the whole game. You have only 4. Then it's like, okay, the radom's destroyed. All right, I'm gonna use the chaff grenades to knock out the missiles. All right, you're out of chaff grenades because you used in the first phase of the fight. You can't outrun the missiles because they get you perfectly.
Yeah, you don't really need chaff grenades though.
But every time I try to run out of the way in any direction, it would just be all right. Dead. It's like, oh, okay.
You don't need the chaff grenades, really.
I don't know if I ever used the chaff grenades. Well, I had to use them because the missiles would just get to me perfectly, no matter what I would do, because I would hear them go, and then I'm like, okay, run off. And I would just run, and then, like, I would see the missiles come, and I keep running, then I would just get hit.
Now I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking about the original...
I tried to outrun them.
Yeah, Theo, you're just bad
at the game. You know, I'm gonna stream this game, and you're gonna see how hard it is.
But I'm thinking about Metal Gear Solid 1, right? And like I haven't played the first one in a long time. Yes, because I was gonna say what you're supposed to do is approach him when he's shooting missiles at you, because then he'll try to hit you with that laser. If I'm thinking about it right,
he does use the laser when he get close to him.
Yeah, so you come forward and then you come back. It's like really simple, actually, if I'm remembering it correctly.
Jordan's
in!
Thank you for following, Jordan.
Jordan's in, baby.
I'll stream it, and you're just going to see what happens. You will see what happens.
Can't wait for everyone to trash. I'm watching that stream, or hopefully I'm here for it. I want to watch everyone trash you.
I don't know. I didn't know I wasn't following. I thought you were following too, because we talked before in the past.
Yeah.
But, well, it's fine. good thing I never claimed to be a professional gamer, so it's fine.
Wait a
Maybe
second. I still don't know what's wrong with Metal Gear Solid 1, even though it's dated. Okay, would you?
I enjoyed the game. It's just that part from what I remember is just that I have tried everything. I've tried outrunning and all this stuff, and it doesn't pan out. And then when I die, it's like, all right, start from the beginning. It's like I don't want to keep doing this, and I just stop playing. Yeah,
Trashing you in the chat.
Fun. Make games for fun.
Hey, he makes $7 a month on Twitch. He is a pro.
Well, you know what? There's one person that has trashed my art many times, and I'm just saying that. Like, and I always say to myself in the back of my mind, I probably made more money off my art than this guy has done, and he does art too. Never post it. I'm like, yeah, I at least share my art, and I make like $2 more than him.
Yeah. So, I mean, trashing you for art is not nice. Trashing you for how much you suck at video games is hilarious.
From his fight nights. Hey, I tried a new game, and I did decently from playing Melty Blood that I've never played before. So, I bet he can't dodge missiles either. Well, you know what? Okay, you know what? Everyone's saying I'm bad, but guess what? I actually beat Wonderful 101. That's more than what half of you guys can say, if not all of you.
Art track, I agree. Jordan Jones is my boy. Jordan, you're my digital boy. Yeah. I don't know what you look like. You might be a grandma in Wisconsin, but
yeah, no, it's I know everyone is just memeing on me about me being bad at games. It's fine. Like I think I'm bad at games too. It's all fun. I mean, usually like I know my own line, so like no one has crossed it, so it's fine. Picture the rock but buff.
Cool. Nice.
Oh. But you know what? If I'm so bad at games, how did I beat Wonderful 101? Because that game gets pretty silly by the end. So
I will say I didn't beat it either.
Yeah, so let me tell you about Wonderful 101.
Okay, let's talk. This is what the real show was supposed to be about.
This is what I was excited about playing because like I was gonna like text you. You need to beat this game. And I was gonna like enforce it this episode. Like you need to beat it because the part where I got to the part where you pilot a robot because once you get to this part, you pilot a robot to get to the core, and this part is literally the same kind of arcadey segment of Bayonetta where it's like you're riding a rocket. They have like an arcade system to it as well. Like there's like platinum points you get, and this buffs your score and all this stuff. And it's like the best part of the game. Like that part, I will say, like Wonderful 101, I can understand. Anyone else?
Peace out, Jordan.
All right, see you later, Jordan. Thanks for the follow. I can understand the whole game turning people off because the combat isn't that rewarding. It's not that enticing. However, that part of the game, the last leg of it, got really good in the sense of like you don't play the same way for the beginning, and this is kind of like what I like about Kamiya a lot in his games. Like Bayonetta does not abide by traditional hack and slash rules, and this is like introduce all these rules, and then it's like at the last of the game is like we're just gonna change the rules. Fuck it. Like it was like he made a concession with someone. It was like, okay, fine, we will stick to a rule for 90%, but the last 5%, I gotta go crazy. Yeah, because like it started to become like Gurren Lagann. If you ever get a chance to watch it, which is on Netflix, this whole anime just kind of ramps up all the way to the end. Like this is big.
Then it just goes nuts.
Yeah, it goes like insane nuts. And that's what this felt like. This is where I started to love the game. Like both like story was this kind of whatever that the whole game was like okay like whatever. It's
just goofy.
Yeah,
it's nothing that really matters. It's like there's aliens, fight them.
Yeah, but it started to feel so self-indulgent. Like the second you see the platinum logo show up, it's like okay, yeah, all right. And then like the robot's called Platinum Robo, and it's just like okay, it's it even has like the actual logo on the robot's head.
Yeah. And
they made that thing like have a godlike design with with its robe. It's like okay, whatever. It's just like that's why I started to feel like this is must be everything that Camille loves in games because it starts to feel like everything that he loved growing up in arcades. It had its arcadey feel to it and all this stuff like.
Which plays into the whole thing we were talking about last time, how it feels like it's like all action figures and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like you're just like in this arcade of like all these things he wants to play with. So it's like kind of
it starts to feel like a love letter almost, just to him. Like I would believe that he made this game just for himself, and he didn't give a shit about the gamer. He's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm making this game.
Hey,
thanks for the follow, Blaze.
TK, let's go.
Oh man, usually I have a audio jack, like a headphones plugged in.
Oh, and that's why you can't hear it.
Like, no, I would hear it if I'm like doing like an art stream or whatever, but it's just I know for a fact it's probably gonna echo like a motherfucker because it's like this, but it's gonna be a fun time for everyone. But
like you think they're hearing the feedback? Are you guys hearing feedback? Oh, it's got the goatsy. Beautiful N-gauge art.
Yeah, dude. I think it's that, but it's also like if I'm typing, they would hear that too because I was just typing normally, but I listened to one of my videos back and I just heard. I was like, oh god, like that's why like I tried to like that's why I got my iPad to be like, okay, I'm just get everything open here, but then it just didn't work for no reason. But but yeah, back to the game, like it does feel like it's that the arcade part was a lot of fun, like it because then you just grab a ship, you just blaze through all that stuff. And then when you make it to the end, this is the part of the story I love. So this is the other thing I was gonna say. After like that first ending I was talking about in the last video, I kind of started getting demotivated because you start fighting all these like faceless enemies because you take down that big general guy that looks like a badass. You take him down. It's like, all right, so we should be wrapping up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all these ships coming. I was like,
yeah, that's always the worst thing of like an action game when it's like getting to the end and it's just like, oh my god, I have to fight 4 million enemies, like grunts. It's like
so then it becomes that and I'm like, what am I doing? And I got really bored. I got into the spaceship or whatever, like the mothership that was sending these signals, and then it's like, here's the real enemy. I was like, finally an enemy! I was like, I got more interested because it was the point where I was trying to just bang it out in a day, and then I just couldn't beat it. I was like, I'm just gonna stop here. I'm bored. I'll just play tomorrow.
Right.
And then when I played tomorrow, I was like 2 hours away from beating it. And I was like, I could have just done it. But
how long did it take you, by the way?
Like 11 hours. 11, 12 hours, I think.
I'm like 5 hours into the game, so I'm like halfway through.
Yeah, that's why I'm like just play every video I'm like talking about is like everything you've been describing. It's like how's he not here yet? Because like we were doing the co-op as well in this game, and we'll get into that soon. But I was like doing the bomb, and I was like, how do you do the bomb? I was like, on the bomb? Like I could have sworn you should have been at that point. But
I might have, but like like I said, this game has to be very specific mood to play it.
Yeah.
So I've played it in like 20-minute spurts.
Yeah. So when I get to the actual like final boss, I love the story at that point because it gets so like at this point if this was any other game that was trying to be serious, it would be like fuck you, this is fucking stupid because it's like because the boss is like I came from the future because you guys fucked up the world so because like. The game just tells you immediately that the reason why the Earth becomes like a shithole in the future is because of the wonderful 101. Like
right.
So like
because they're such idiots.
Which is funny because the beginning of the game you said like they're destroying the planet.
Yeah.
And you get to the final boss and he's just like because like the whole
fucked everything.
Yeah, like the whole game like you see like all these other enemies are like you are the bad guys and you don't even know it. It's like what is he talking about? Like they kept alluding to it. Then you see the final boss like. Yeah, I came back. I was designed to come from the future to stop the awful threat of the wonderful 100 that was engulfing the galaxy and all this stuff. And I was just like, this is fucking amazing.
Hilarious.
And then because this is another part of the story that they didn't really, I don't think, talked about was that the mask is also a huge power source for them.
The mask?
Yeah, the mask. Because like the second that the final boss talks about that, then he shows like. That's why I designed my own Wonder Mask.
Sorry, obviously the mask they all wear. That's why, and everyone that joins. Yeah.
So there's like so he just has that whole mask, like he puts that on, and I was just like the first thing you see him is just a brain. That's the only thing. And then he's like, all right, he just puts on a mask. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I loved how I loved it. And then that fight gets even better. He starts doing the same moves you have, and you have to this. I wish the game did, and I kind of talked about this earlier. Like, when you have like these enemies that do like the whip or the claw, I wish like if you equip those, you could like parry them or whatever.
Right.
Because this part of the game, if he does the whip, you need to get the whip as well, and you can like throw the whip back at him or do all this stuff to do actual damage. Otherwise, you're not doing anything. So you have to like match what he's doing, and it's like this is actually more fun because you're like thinking what he's doing, and then you're reacting to it. It's like this is like, and there's creative ways to get around it too. Like I found I was looking up guides because I couldn't figure out how to beat him. It was like I'm not doing any damage to him, and I'm playing this for like an hour, and it's like I don't know. And I was like looking at the guide, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. The guide is telling me something completely different, and I'm doing something different that's working. So I was like, I'll just do what I'm doing, and it's working fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is actually like fun because there's like no right way to play this boss fight.
Right.
So it's that boss fight. I was like, I wish the whole game was this. The last part of the game is like the best part of the game, and it's just like, and I was like, this like yeah, like I was gonna tell you you need to play it, but I was like thinking it's the same shit I hate with other games where it's like play 90% of it that sucks. To get to the last 10%, I was like.
That's like everyone who defends Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah,
they're like it takes 20 hours to get to the game. It's like, why would I do this?
Yeah.
But I will say I do want to beat Wonderful 101. It's just gonna take me like 6 months.
Yeah, so
I
would recommend it.
Yeah.
Like, you just get to your own pace at one point because I think the ending is worth playing.
Yeah, it sounds hilarious.
Because it's just. Even then, like, the scale of the... Like, after you beat him, you think, oh, we're done, alright, sweet. He just shows up again, and it's like, what the fuck? And he's gigantic, too. Like, he's like a giant enemy. It's like, what do you do? So I just kept, like, making this big sword, just wailing on him. It's like, oh, man, this is what I love. And then as you're just plummeting to the earth, it's like it plays the Wonderful 101 theme. It's like, this is so
they're destroying the world.
Yeah, because it becomes, like, this whole thing where it's like, you're dooming the earth doing this. Like this guy just wants to just stop what you're doing, and the game's just like
the heroes.
Fuck yeah, because like the thing is like this is the same thing as I love about Gurren Lagann and all these games. It's this punk attitude that they have, and this game has a lot of this punk aesthetic to it. Where it's just like fuck the rules, fuck the establishment, fuck what's good for you, and just screw it.
But they're like trying to be heroes. Though.
Yeah, but it's like heroes on their own terms. It's not like
but they're not heroes.
Like. Yeah, but they're heroes on their own, like... They're going against the traditional idea of what a hero is. Which that is what I love.
But they're not heroes because they're destroying the world.
Yeah, but, you know, but they're not, like, opting to, like, okay, we need to have a totalitarian government and have no one do what the fuck they want.
They're just bumbling it. I really appreciate, and you're just describing it to me, I haven't seen it. I appreciate that, because, like, I was looking at the game. Like, when the game first starts, it's like, these guys suck. Like, they're destroying everything. Yeah. And I really appreciate that that's setting up that whole thing with the villain at the end. It's like, actually, you guys are destroying the world. Can you leave?
Yeah, like, there's just, like, they're destroying the galaxy. Like, not just the planet. They're saying, like, you went to other planets and got everyone else to join you, and everything just got destroyed because of it. It's like, I love it.
That's hilarious.
Because like the main character's like he tells him this, and he's like he doesn't like that either, but he's just like, but we're gonna do it our own way. We don't want to do the way that you want to do. The way you're doing is fucked up, and we're not gonna do what you're telling us. Fuck you.
Oh, but they're so they're trying to like. Install like a totalitarian government.
It's that they want to destroy the planet Earth and
fair
all this
enough,
stuff. Like,
fair enough.
But it's just this general idea because Gurren Lagann has the same idea where eventually in that show these characters they see the true threat because the first half of the show it's like you're going against this guy that forced humanity to live underground.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're living above ground. Fuck you, whatever. It's like this is great. Okay, everyone's living on Earth. Everyone's above ground. But they realized the only reason that guy put everyone underground was to hide them from the real enemy that was counting the population.
Right.
So these guys come as like
that's like it's like the same story as Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. So this guy was like, so they showed like, look, we halted our own evolution because if we keep evolving, it's gonna spawn this big other nemesis that's gonna wipe out everything. So we stopped our own evolution to prevent that. You guys need to stop that too. You guys are just going crazy.
Right.
And then they're like,
fuck you, we're gonna stop this part of them. How dare you tell us that to do this? We'll just fucking kill them too. Fuck it. It's like, damn. Like
me and Aang are fucking on the same page too. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it.
that's the one with John Goodman. Yeah. I liked the beginning of it. I like that it was shown as just a different movie altogether. And then like the ending was just like, oh, okay.
I mean, it was interesting time. It was like an interesting twist to be like, actually, he really was protecting you from aliens, but he was a deranged psychopath.
Yeah, but it's just that I guess it's like I like the premise as it was. Then okay, aliens. And it's like but it's fine.
Well, what would the ending? What would you prefer the ending to have been?
That they break out free and they live their lives.
Yeah, but like.
Well, I need to watch the movie again, to be honest.
But that's what happens. They live their lives in a dystopia where the aliens are taking over.
Well, yeah, but I think it's just like, just remove the aliens where they just leave this guy that is crazy, and then they just live their lives. I mean, I do want to see it again, because I don't remember what I loved about it the most. I don't know, because I know that they start to bond with John Goodman after a while, and they start believing him, and then they stop
pretend
to
believe him. They pretend to believe him.
Oh, I thought they. No, because I thought that
No,
I thought they believed them, and then they saw other stuff that contradicted that like, resolution, because they were like, "Oh right, he's telling the truth actually." Okay, oh shit.
Okay, I get. Is it Aang or Ange?
Either one is fine. Because I talked about that too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It being alien specifically was a problem, because I like the idea. I think the movie's more powerful with the twist that like this maniac was right. But you still don't want to be locked in this house. I would rather be gassed by the Chinese than live with the John Goodman in a fucking basement. Honestly,
I mean,
so it's like a better Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the movie again because I think it's on.
Unless
Netflix.
It's John Goodman from Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Or no, even that one would be not a fun one to live with.
Forget about the toe. This is what happens when you flip someone in the ass. I love even the censored one of that is good too. This is what happens when you find someone in the Alps.
It's like that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I think with that the censored just out of spite is like, okay, we have to censor. So they just did nonsense. But anyways, the other thing I do want to talk about, because we played it just before we did this stream, the multiplayer. Mm-hmm. That one, like, we should compare that with Devil May Cry 3's multiplayer. Now that I think about it,
I've never played that either.
Yeah, because
I didn't know Devil May Cry 3 had multiplayer.
It didn't when it came out. The Switch version had added co-op in it.
Interesting.
And I did that with another friend, and that was actually really fun because you get to choose what like difficulty you want for like. There's one that's like, okay, you can regain health this way. There's one that regains your Devil Trigger. There's another one that will just skip like 5 floors, and the higher you go in Bloody Palace, the harder it gets. So it's like, you could choose which one you want. Mm-hmm. But, if you go to the one that's like, okay, refill your health, it's like, you're only going up 1 floor, while like, it's depending on how far you want to go with the palace. But it's a lot more fun, and it's like more like satisfying, because if you were to die in that co-op, for example, you would just respawn on the next floor.
Yeah.
While like, Wonderful 101, you share the same health bar, so there's no real punishment. Because I got so far, I got so much health that's like.
The thing is about that is that honestly it must suck because like we didn't die once. We beat the whole thing. We beat the entire co-op. It probably took us 20 minutes.
Yeah, like... And
we didn't die. It was not challenging.
It kind of felt like that it was designed so that there would be DLC for it, and they never just did it. It's like,
I don't know. It kind of stunk.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun, but not really... It wasn't fun enough it wasn't fun enough as like a mini game to want to replay it.
Yeah.
Like there was no variation to it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very challenging. So it's like...
It's
kind
not
of
like
pointless. It's kind of just
like it's not like Devil May Cry where I've kept Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition on my PS4 to this day because it's the only one where you can play as like Lady and Trish, and it's like I like those two characters, so I'll just keep that and do the Bloody Palace there because the combat is so rewarding and satisfying, and it's just fun to like you get like boss thrown in. This one is like there's no variation, there's no like wrench, and all the waves are like stupidly easy and short. It's like even the hardest ones.
Yeah, even the hardest ones were like what?
So it's and there's no like you don't upgrade because you finish it and it's like as I was quitting to go to the main menu, it's like any unsaved progress is gonna be lost. Like, what are we gonna lose? Like, the only thing I can think of is that
if you really want to be a completionist and get all platinums.
Yeah, but I also think that maybe it gives you parts for the main game.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's like at that point, it's like even the main game, it's like you should have enough what you need in the single player to get through it. So it's not like, oh, I need to do the multiplayer because I'm gonna be like nerfed otherwise or whatever. Yeah. So I didn't like it either. I
didn't hate it. It was just there.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
But even then, like, let's say that you didn't come over, I still wouldn't play it. It's like, it's just there. Like, I had no desire. Well, like, every Devil May Cry, like, when 5 came out and it didn't have Bloody Palace, I was like, what's the point? Like,
there should have been some kind of objective other than just destroy all the enemies. Like, something where we could have competed to make it more fun. Like, competing for scores or whatever. Like,
I mean, it's the same weird spot I felt with in Four Swords Adventures for the GameCube. They pit everyone against each other in that one, just by like points and rupees, like how many enemies you killed, whatever. And then like you would just get a crown for the next wave. They would reward you somehow with it, and it's like that's fine, but it's also a Zelda game. It's like
you know what's one change that would make it infinitely more interesting?
What
if we could steal team members from each other? Like if they're loose, we should be able to take them.
That's literally the complaint I had.
Yeah.
With the fight with Voltec or whatever, because like he has a whole Wonder unit as well, and it's like, why can't I take them? Like,
well, because they're on his side.
Yeah, but like you could knock them out. Like I just think like if you knock them out, you could equip them, and vice versa. Like if you could do, he could do it too.
Yeah.
And I think that would have balanced it because it's not like, oh, I'm taking all his enemies and he can't do shit about it. It's like, well, he could beat me up and do it to me.
Yeah.
But then like the later game also like you start to recruit robots as well instead of like normal soldiers. In the end of the game, like we're doing all that stuff because that's what the other thing I almost forgot to mention because I was like, oh, I'm only piloting the Platinum Robo. So how am I going to do like these other morphs that the game would want me to do once I landed? It's like, oh no, there's these other robots. You just have to beat them up and then you could recruit them. It's like this is a mechanic that would have worked way better
in the beginning
in the entire game. Like beat people up and then have them join you. It's like it's bizarre.
Maybe the sequel will be better.
Yeah. So I mean, if I were to give it a score, I would give it. I would give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's worth playing if it's on sale, but it's not a game that's like if it would. I think it was like 40 or 50 at launch. I think it was 40.
I think we did you back it? I backed it. I think it was $40.
I didn't back it, but I think it was 40 anyway. So, but because I mean, if you backed it with 40, I think that's the retail price that they're doing anyway. So, and technically I bought it for 80 because I have the Switch version too.
Oh Jesus.
Because I wanted the physical version of it.
Well, you gotta emulate it.
No, I don't, not anymore. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it if it was ever 60. But if it's on sale, yeah. But it's a 3 out of 5 for me. If it was on a 10 scale, maybe like a 6. Yeah. A 6 out of 10.
I'll give it my rating when I beat it in 5 months. You too, Ang. So I'm realizing the time, so we kind of got to wind it down.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of went for a while, huh?
Yeah, this was an hour long. I thought it was longer, actually.
So I say next week we're doing Deltarune, right? We're gonna start Deltarune. Yeah. Let's just start playing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they just put it on Switch.
Yeah. Great. So. Oh yeah, they released episode 2. Yeah, we're gonna do Deltarune, and. Yes.
Yeah, we tried...
Oh, Yoshi hates it. Why, Yoshi? What's wrong with Deltarune?
Well, for Need Not Apply, we try to do this every Tuesday. Today's just the exception. So it's usually Tuesday, actually, 5:45.
Okay, so thinking about my schedule in the coming weeks...
Eastern time.
Weeks, I'm definitely not going to be able to do Tuesday... Hold up. Next Tuesday I can do... But Tuesday the 19th, I definitely can't do.
Okay.
So maybe, should we just do Monday the next 2 weeks? Just so it's in this calendar?
I don't think this Monday I'm not going to be here.
Alright, let's just do Tuesday and then 18th Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to New Orleans on the 19th.
All right.
Um,
Is Hello Fun Police? Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
But come on, Toby Fox. The game is fun though, Yoshi. Right? You can't deny that. You never played Undertale, have you?
No.
Undertale fucking rules. I don't really care for the story either.
I can't handle that much.
Yeah,
I guess I've seen stuff of it. I mean, I kind of see. I know where Yoshi's coming from because it's kind of this like meme humor, but
yeah, the gameplay and the music is unreal. Yeah, but the story I think stinks. But people love. Yeah, if you've been listening to me at all, I hate video game stories and I just skip them. So, although it's kind of important sometimes in Undertale to understand the story because it affects your choices.
I think for me, when I look at a story, it's like I bought a game, and it's like I might as well just experience everything because I paid that much. Like,
yeah, but if it stinks, it's just
yeah, but I mean, it's like, well, I don't know. It's just like I might as well just sit through it because they put the time and effort to make it.
You know, I kind of was like that before. I'll be like, okay, I'll watch this. But Persona 4 really is what turned me on video. Like, video games, you know that made me hate video game stories. I was like, this sucks.
Man, you know what's funny? What's hilarious about this? Some people might know what I'm going to be talking about because some people watch the same guy as I did. I watched this person a duo stream with someone else that he's friends with. And
what does that mean? Like they stream the same time?
Yeah,
you see it from different perspectives.
Yeah, you have like.
You can watch either of them?
Yeah, like you pick whichever time you want to chat, and etc. So this guy was watching, his channel name is Almighty Tevin. He did this one stream last night where they did a fighting game before where it's like, alright, if I win, you gotta play Persona 4.
Oh,
and Jesus. Whatever. So
I think I like this person.
He
Send it to me.
This guy won, so this person was forced to play Persona 4, But you may not like this guy either because he loves Persona 4.
Oh, he loved it.
Yeah, because I came
So he got forced to play it, but he was like, hell yeah.
Well, no. He forced this other person to play it.
But the other person, I want to see the other person.
Yeah, the other person is like, she never played Persona 4
I want to see what did she hate it, or did she love it?
She was just, the whole time she was yawning, and then she was like, and she was also talking to him as well, and he was like, Tevin, I'm just gonna let it grow on me. It's gonna grow on me. Don't worry. It's gonna let it soak up because like she was reading the chat and the chat was like telling her it's gonna grow on you. Don't worry. You're gonna love it. And she's like, yeah. The whole time was just like. But the thing that I was thinking about was the whole time when I was watching his stream of her playing, like of him watching her play it. He was saying the whole stream like when the game starts is when I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm like, okay. And he's like, and it's going on and on. He's like. Yeah, I really didn't think it was going to be this long.
Yeah, it takes 4 hours to do anything. Oh, I hate that game.
And the whole time I was like sitting there like listening to the stream, I'm just like thinking like, oh my god, Charles would say that like, yeah, it sucks. Because this part was like I went to the stream, I was like, start growing.
Gun, Teddy with a gun.
The thing that I also loved about it was like I went to his stream and I said, oh man, this game sucks. Why did you do this? And he's like. We should ban Theo. How can he say this? Persona 4 is the best.
Ban Theo. I love the ban Theo moment.
And then I mentioned Persona 3, and he's just like, Persona 3, who even plays that? It's like,
so
funny.
Come
on. I streamed this.
Okay, Yoshi, all you gotta do is just skip all of it. Just keep hitting A, X, B,
it has the Tales of Symphonia
Y, whatever the fuck.
It's fucking bad. I can't handle playing. Have you played Tales of Arise? She said Teddy's the culprit. Yeah, no, President clipped her. I was like, exactly. She agrees with me that Teddy sucks, pretty much, technically. I mean,
but I think he's saying she guessed that he was the
yeah, but
murderer.
I mean, to me, like, he might as well have been.
I don't even want to
sucks.
think about Persona. It makes me so sick. Persona 4, specifically.
Teddy doesn't suck? Well, okay. Well, Aang, I'm...
Sorry, Aang. I hate this game so much. Wait, actually, does Aang not even... He's fucking with us. All you people fuck with us. Because he's like, I've never played it.
There is gonna be a day I'm gonna finally play Persona. Well, I think he owns Persona, but he watched me play it, so
okay.
He watched me play it. I think I talked to him before because I think he owned Persona 3, but he never touched it. And I was like, oh, I should play that game. That game's way better.
Alright, we can keep talking shit, but I have to send some text messages. I've been ignoring people.
They're not important. We're important. They're here, they're not. I mean, explain that. Yeah, Pit of Rise, the story and dialogue is great until the very end. Oh man, that's bad to hear because I'm like still the beginning. I've played Lost Judgment. I beat it, and that game is such a disappointment. It really just feels like they only planned to make one game, and then they didn't think of making a sequel. Then they made the sequel, and it just pissed me off. Like the story was just the story. It has the same issue with Persona 4, where like I was so close to just dropping the game in the beginning because it's like, all right, you're just trying to. It starts off with you trying to solve this case of this guy that's having an affair with his wife or whatever. And it's like, oh, all right, this is lame. Oh, he went to a gambling racket. Okay, wow, he sucks. All right, and then you get sent to Ijincho, which is the same location as Like a Dragon. You go there. All right, there's the bullying going on in school. You gotta figure this out. You gotta figure out there's bullying. It's like, oh, okay, and it becomes a Saturday morning cartoon where it's like, yeah, bullying is bad. Oh, you think you're gonna pick on her? Wow, you suck. It's like, wow, it has that same corny moment where everyone's like they set up speakers around this girl's desk, and the main character starts talking through the speakers, like antagonizing the bullies pretty much to get everyone in the class to go against the bullies, and it has that corny scene where it's like everyone's like, yeah, you guys are bad, you guys suck, but you should get out of here. They leave and they tell the girl that was bullied, you'll be okay. It's like, okay, like, but I was like, okay, this is a setup. The main story, which is like you see a murder scene that was like grotesque, and this body decayed for like whatever. So I was like, okay, at least this is just a setup, I guess. Then the story gets good. It's like, okay, this is interesting. Like, why does this murder get all this mystery? Like, it has this guy that was a police officer that was arrested for harassment.
Which game are you talking about now?
Lost Judgment.
Okay, alright.
So this guy gets arrested for sexual harassment, but then you find out, oh, this guy actually did the murder, maybe.
Wait, sorry, I always want to read these things.
Oh. So, like, imagine being a bully. No bullies in chat.
I learned it from you, Dad.
I own Persona 2 on PSP. I think Persona 3, 5, I am able to play. Yeah, Persona 3 is good. But
sorry, finish your thought. I'm
so,
sorry.
anyway, so it's like the beginning is just really boring to get to the good stuff. And then it's like, alright, so how did this guy get arrested? He has the perfect alibi for groping this woman on the train. But the body also had traces of him. Like, he knew of the murder before the cops did, pretty much.
Here's my question. Is the gameplay good?
The gameplay's good.
Okay, so then it's fine.
But the story's interesting, whatever. But, I mean, but the thing's like, I like the story. But the thing that gets bullshit territory, this is the part where I clock out. So this other character that the main character starts to get in a relationship with, she gets murdered. Which is like, okay, fine. But, then you meet this other guy named Kawana, and the whole time, like, Kawana's like, yeah, I kill the bullies, whatever. It's like, alright. But you find out that he's a teacher of this class of these other bullies.
Wait, this is in Judgment?
Yeah, Lost Judgment. It's a whole, like, all this story about bullies. So pretty much this guy just goes around killing bullies. He extorts these other people to do his bidding, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
And then the game's like, I'm thinking of like, oh, this guy's against comeuppance because like he's committing a crime, forcing these people to do crimes. Like he forced.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, like you're talking to this one woman that has a kid and a family, and she's like, yeah, this guy comes up to me and says, yeah, you killed this other kid in the past, and he made me do all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, but like this happened when she was a bully. Like she used to be a bully. Drove this kid to jump off the building at one point.
Oh my god.
So it's like, okay, which is fine, but like, this was in when she was high school. It's like, okay, but this guy, that doesn't excuse Kawana for like extorting her, like, I'm gonna fuck your life up if you don't help me murder this other guy.
Yeah, this all sounds fucked up.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I'm playing the game thinking, okay, so we're gonna get to the end, and it's gonna like, this plot line's gonna end. Kawana's gonna get in trouble as well, like, he's gonna go to jail for extorting these other people on top of that, whatever. And there's like, you need to change your fate. You need to run away. Go back in the darkness. Like, this guy did all these crimes. How is he going? Why are you letting him go? It's like, well, you can't arrest me because there's no evidence of me doing these crimes. Like, there's all. How is there no evidence? Like, the story just was fuck all. The gameplay was garbage too at the end because the combat is good, but the boss fights are awful. It's like, alright, this guy can have a gun, but he's gonna be off camera. Like,
wait a second. Does this game suck or is it good? Because you're saying two different things.
The story sucks in terms of just what I expected, like, but the gameplay, it's like, it's good, but then, like, someone in that developer was like, we need to make the boss fights suck. I don't know why. It's like they forgot how to make boss fights. Like,
Aang is hilarious. Schrodinger, you know what Schrodinger's cat is? It's when there's a box with a cat in it, and if you look in the box, the cat is dead. But if you leave the box closed, the cat is alive. So it's like it's a like a dilemma thing.
Oh, but
it's a state of sucking and not sucking.
It's not even that, because like nothing in this, like the beginning and the halfway through the game, there's stuff that motivates you to keep going. But it's just that it got to the point where I was only playing it just to get to the end, because there were parts where I usually never like to lower difficulty to easy. Like, I was playing on normal, but a lot of the fights, because like Lost Judgment, compared to Judgment, actually, I love this compared to the first game. That combat was fine. The boss fights were like one-on-one, and it's like, okay, this is intense. Like, the only time I lowered the difficulty was when like I couldn't like get past something, or I was suffering too much damage, or whatever, or I didn't have enough healing items. But those fights were fun and fair. Lost Judgment, it's like, here's a good combat system. Okay, well, the boss fights are gonna suck. Why? What happened here? Like, because you fight this one guy, they throw like an army of Yakuza at you, and it's like, okay, let me just fight them. Alright, this guy's gonna pull out a gun, he's gonna go off screen sometimes.
And then he
just shoots you. Yeah. Well, you can't dodge it, because by the time, like, because you can't see what the guy's doing to pull out his gun. Like, because this is the other thing that I don't even remember having an issue with the Yakuza 6, but the main character just flings everywhere. Like, I could be fighting one guy, then all of a sudden, like, I'm just trying to land a finishing move. He would just, like, let's say, like, I'm hitting this guy. He would just, okay, press Y. Goes this way into the middle of nowhere, and it's like, what the fuck? And then, like, the guy would just hit me. It's like, I didn't even tell him to go the other way. Like, I'm holding forward. Right. The camera is, like, behind him, so, like, everything makes sense to go that way, and then just randomly backwards. Like,
sounds like glitches, though.
Yeah, but it's, like, it's this momentum that you build from, like, just fighting and punching, but it's, like, it's just, there's no way to direct, there's no lock-on, there's nothing, and it's just, that in a boss fight setting is like, I'm just gonna lower the difficulty, fuck this, I'm done with it. And then, there's no, and then this is the other thing.
Everyone start trashing Theo for sucking at video games again.
No, there's...
Sounds like you're just not good at the game.
But the other thing that sucks about this game is that, Judgment has this, like, whole, like, investigation gameplay mechanic where you're just, like, looking around the crime scene. Yeah. And then there's one that's like, this guy looks like this picture. You have to match him with... Theo plays on easy confirmed fake gamer. I play on normal. I only went down to easy, like, 2 to 3 times. In this fucking game. Don't want to hear. I thought the lesson we were supposed to learn from is not to bully. Yeah, you know what? You guys need to play Lost Judgment, guys.
Wait, but that's the perfect segue. We should raid a Lost Judgment stream.
Okay,
that's what we should raid. I think that was Big Bun Game Club.
Yeah, we can say that was. I mean, I didn't finish, but you know, I do want to do it. I do want to.
You were rambling about Lost Judgment.
Yeah, because like it's just I had all these thoughts about it. I might just do a standalone Game Club video on it.
You should. I mean,
yeah. I still have to do one for Persona 4.
Well, you got 3 new followers. We did great.
Yeah. No, this is a good stream. I enjoyed it. Like, I do want to make it clear because we went on a meme in the beginning of the stream talking about money.
We literally were on here for like 2 hours.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, guys, we're not about the money. It was all a joke. It's a prank.
What do you mean? I was dead serious. I was trying to figure out.
He's here. He wants money. I mean, I do it for the love of it.
Oh! You mean talking about how much money you? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the amount I make. I mean, it's all about.
No, Theo needs to make more than Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean that part is true, but you know, I'm not gonna cry.
We need to get Theo in a Teddy costume and in a bathtub.
All right. You know what? Since they're here, you pick. Since they're here.
Well, I just want to pick someone that has no viewers. Yeah. Can we like preview their stream?
Yeah.
Let's just get this guy 0.
Yeah, get him.
Zozo friendly.
And then you can press play. And then...
All right. Is he crazy though? Let's find out if he's a psycho.
Oh, the game's talking.
As it stands, Yagamishi, at the best
Oh, he's probably not talking. It's probably like him just playing.
No, we gotta find someone that's talking. How do we know?
You won't know. You have to like guess.
Just pick someone with no viewers that is like trying to like entertain an audience that he doesn't have.
This guy looks like he's trying.
But also, if they have no one to talk to, what are they going to talk about?
How come? Should be from inside, so who will know that you are writing?
Oh, he is talking.
Seems like a low quality stream.
Yeah, I mean, they have this whole thing bouncing up and down.
The graphics in that game are gorgeous, huh?
Yeah, it's running on their new
Holy
Dragon
shit.
engine. Too bad the game isn't that great.
Just pick Lil JR. Fuck it. The guy with the ninja. He's got 15 viewers. Fuck it.
Wait, where is he?
This guy.
Oh, he's doing a waifu mission. That'd be
Let's do
perfect.
it. Raid him.
Start the raid.
Oh yeah, let's go.
See, this is what I mean. Is like kind of confusing. I don't know. I don't think they've seen it yet. Mixed bag as always, and it's not really much of a mixed bag. All right, see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Wait, let's see what we rated them in.